Samoihin aikoihin kuin kristikunta juhlii joulua, juutalaiset viettävät Hanukka-juhlaa. Hanukan aikana muistetaan Jerusalemin temppelin puhdistamista epäjumalan kuvista, joita maata hallitsevat kreikkalaiset olivat sinne panneet noin 200 vuotta ennen Kristuksen syntymää. Hanukka on 8-päiväinen juhla, jolloin joka ilta sytytetään kynttilät 8-haaraiseen kynttilänjalkaan, Hanukiaan. Vaikka Hanukka on perinteiseen perustuva juhla, myös suurin osa messiaanisista juutalaisista viettää sitä.
We actually celebrate Hanukkah, and we see a place in the New Testament where Jesus actually came to Jerusalem during that feast and said some very significant words during Hanukkah as well. So the very fact that he himself celebrated along with the people gives us a good reason to do the same. Hanukkah and Christmas sometimes overlap. This year, quite a long distance between the two holidays. I like the combination because Hanukkah really does focus on the temple and the rededication of the temple. And, we just believe that that's a truth that we need to understand, that we are now the temples of the Holy Spirit. We're the temples of God. We need to rededicate our lives every day to Him. That's a great reminder every Hanukkah. It's also the festival of lights and the great connection between Jesus coming as the light of the world and the Hanukkah lights telling the great story, the miracle of this little jar of oil that probably should have only lasted a day in the temple, actually miraculously lasted 8 days, giving the priests enough time to get more oil, proper oil, ready to be that continual light in the temple. So we just love the picture of light, and of course Christmas is a story of the light as well. Even the wise men who came to worship Jesus saw a great light in the sky, and they followed that light, that star, and they came and they bowed before Him and gave Him gifts worthy of His place.
For us, the connection is both historical and symbolical for us. The historical one is obviously that the Maccabees rebelled against the Greeks and renewed the worship in the temple and purified it and made it a place for the worship of God, the God of Israel, rather than this very Hellenistic and Greek way that infiltrated into this land and people. So that's historical, and obviously historically too it prepared the way for actually the Hasmoneans and then Herod and then finally when Yeshua came. So spiritually I think we have, it can be, it doesn't always happen, but it can be a time in which we are ourselves renewed and reminded that we as a body are the temple of God, both personally and collectively. And that we have an opportunity to be reminded of, again, purifying our worship, purifying our motives, coming away from the materialism we slip into or the compromise with the world. Congregations can be a wonderful place, and they can sometimes get filled with, from gossip to sinfulness to many other things. So it can be a time of renewal, and when we celebrate it, that's what, at least for me, I tend to emphasize. Again, this back to Yeshua, and you can do a lot of, it lends itself to Yeshua because we light candles, and it's light, and it reminds us of the light of the world. Again, it's family time as well. But all our feasts tend to give us an opportunity to be renewed several times a year, back to the Lord, and Hanukkah is no different to me than that.